Art is one of the best things ever created by mankind, and the one who defines true art is M-Sekai. Forget about the plot, forget about everything. Just appreciate the true beauty of nature. If you know what I mean, don't forget to drop a hashtag, One World, One Dream. For that, in today's video we will be looking at some of the greatest art ever created in the name of M-Sekai. So without any unconditional delay, let the show begin. The land where every man's dreams come true is called the city of M-Sekai. I don't know where these authors are getting this kind of idea, but who cares when the plot points cover all the plot holes. Our MC is a teacher who has no job. In the city he meets his friend, who married an old guy and now a stepmom of a young girl. We will come to her later. To help our MC, she introduces him to many mothers from her nearby society. All of them belong to rich families and are looking for a great teacher, who can help them with their kids' quality education. We all know where it goes later on. The husband who never appreciates their wife's beauties or always goes on a long business trip. In the end, our MC needs to help them both professionally as well as emotionally. I bet you all will love the plot. I mean art. Motherly love is always needed for any hard-working man. In the world of A+ manhwa, we can call it a mother-in-law. Our hard-working Mr. Kim and his wife were living a happy life, both working in an airport. Soon our MC meets his mother-in-law who came from the US to see her daughter. Turns out our MC is obsessed with old ladies. I mean, who doesn't? Just look at the mother. No one can tell she is in her late 40s. Later the trouble gets doubled when she has a twin sister, who also came to see her sister. Our MC is a real lucky bastard. She gets to stay with two hot twin mothers and a lovely caring wife. Everything was so good. But the dumb artist ruined everything with the ending. I don't want to spoil you with the ending part. I would say just go for the art and not for the story. To give you a bit of an idea, the artist drew mother-in-law with reference to Julia. The holy mother-in-law exists on planet Earth. Relatively nice plot with the same age-old idea. Then what is so special about it? I guess you need to read the title again. Our MC has no job or real-world experience. So far without any life goals, living his life recklessly. Until his mother's best friend, called it an aunt or whatever you want, offers him a job, an appealing one. I mean, it's not that appealing, but it will be later on. Our MC's main task is to help her aunt-daughter in studies, so he can get good grades and go into a nice college. Till that time, no cliche. But neither our MC or the daughter has any motivation to help each other. To make things interesting, the aunt offers him a deal. Make the daughter fly and she will let him fly on her. I mean, you get the drill, right? Once upon a time, a wise man said, when she turned off her location, her mother should be your next destination. I think the author took the advice seriously and made this manhwa. Our MC is a college student and was a friend of the class's hottest girl. The girl that gives him all the signals and has a one-sided crush on MC. However, MC eyes were somewhere else. In the same apartment, MC meets Korea's hottest celebrity. Their first meetup was kinda awkward, but later they became familiar with each other. To add more plot twists to the story, the celebrity turns out to be the mother of his female friend. We all know where this is all going. The art is so damn good. Artists have put real effort into creating true art. Just read it and let me know your thoughts on it. One of the most teased manhwa, if you have read the Lucky Guy manhwa, which I talked about in my previous video, in case you haven't watched it yet. This manhwa was written by the same author. Nothing much to the plot. Our MC who lives at his mom's friend's home. To add more depth to the story, his mom has many best friends. One is a teacher, one is a kind lady, and another one is drunk. And the story goes by winning the heart of all. I mean, our MC is trying to focus on his college years. On his way to success, he won the heart of a kind lady daughter, and to celebrate the event, they all go on a family trip. You know, anything for our family. I mean, a family that eats together, lives happily together, right? In the world of hatred and NTR stuff, Noah is the hero amongst heroes. The artist known for pure vanilla stories. Sometimes reading this type of fantasy stories will always leads us to asking the dumbest question about life. You know what I mean, right? Our MC is a high school student living on a remote island with a nice girlfriend. Everything a happy man needs. Still, he wants to explore more about life, so he decided to move out to the city for future education. And we all know how expensive city life can be for an average student. Luckily, our MC mom has a best friend living in the city. Now our MC will live a peaceful life along with a kind lady in a city. A beautiful story ever written, right? Hell no. Everything about the story's first impression was good. The art was great. The plot armor was solid. Then we were introduced to an ugly bastard. I bet you will never be this much frustrated in your life seeing this ugly dude in action. I would say close your eyes, skip few chapters, and focus on the good stuff. You know, before reading this manhwa, I had a tough time picking the #1 spot for this list. But man, after reading this one, there were no questions left to pick one of the best M-Sekai manhwa ever created. Story goes like our MC has no parents, picked by a kind lady, who is always ready to offer anything our MC wants. That kind lady has a beautiful daughter living beside. Now being a grown woman, she decided to move outside and live freely in the city. You know what it means that our MC and kind lady is alone in the house. After having a hard time living alone with the kind lady, our MC asks for true help, and as a responsibility towards our MC, that kind lady agrees towards anything to make our MC a better man. Only a few chapters have been rolled out yet, but this is by far the sweetest manhwa ever created. With that, my friend, we came to an end. If you like what you see, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more, if you haven't already. I know there are many other great art out there. If you would like to share some of them with me, feel free to let me know. After all, sharing is caring. I hope this video doesn't get age restricted. Alright, have a wonderful time ahead, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.